Welcome to the series of Oracle Fusion middleware video lessons. In this video, I'm going to cover about WebCenter Sites installation on Windows 8. So here you require infrastructure to be installed and followed by WebCenter Sites installation, and you have to run the RCU to create the schemas which are required for your WebCenter Sites product. Followed by we create domain creation, then we'll start the servers and we'll verify the URLs. So what are the prerequisites? You should have at least minimum 8 GB of RAM, and then you need to have Java 1.8, and you should set the Java path as well. Then you need to have a database. This is required to create the schemas. Then you have to download the below binaries. One is FMW1221 and the other one is FMW1221 WCS Sites. This you can download from Oracle site. So the first one is infrastructure. This is called middleware infrastructure, and you can call it a WebLogic server also. And the second one is WebCenter Sites. So let us start the installation with infrastructure. Since I'm trying to install from Windows, I'm going to run the command prompt. Make sure you should run this in administrator mode. Let me navigate to the software which yes, we are inside now. First we have to install the infrastructure. So I'm inside the infrastructure, and let me see what are there inside, and it has a jar file. So to execute this jar file, you have to say java-jar fmw, this one, infrastructure. First you have to start with infrastructure. It will take some time, just maybe 2-3 minutes to start up the window. If you see any errors here, checking the CPU speed and any of the prerequisites are not completed, it will show the errors over there. Like here you can see like past. If you see any errors here, you have to rectify that. So let me click on next here and skip out updates, which is default, at least on development environment. And here you have to provide the middleware location. So since I already have the products called WebCenter Portal Content and then ADF, I just want to name it as in different way, middleware WCS. Then say next. I would like to install with only the infrastructure. I don't want to install with examples. So just proceed with the next and then say next. I don't want to get the updates from Oracle. So uncheck this, say next and say yes, then say install. I think it will take around 5 minutes to finish the infrastructure installation. So once this is done, we'll install WebCenter Sites product before running the RCU to create the schemas. And even the installation on Windows, installation on Linux is almost same. Only the difference would be the way you are executing the commands to start up the scripts. That is, when I say scripts, the infrastructure jar file, and then product installation, that is WebCenter Sites product. Almost other things are it's the same. There is no difference, absolutely. Just take more time, wait for some time. Yep, it is completed. Just say next. And then say finish. So this is what the middleware location and this is what the folder structure it has created, and copied all the required files. So say finish. So now we have to install the WebCenter Sites product. This is also I've downloaded inside this place. This is what WebCenter Sites. Then go inside this. So this is what, again, it has a jar file. So to execute jar file, it is going to be jar format jar fmw WebCenter Sites. Say enter. Yes, it has launched the screen. So this is what our WebCenter Sites installation. Just say next. It is skip out updates, so don't worry, just next. And then give the middleware location to install the WebCenter Sites. So say next. And I just want to install on WebCenter Sites, you can say next. Or you can give anything, you can even select WebCenter Sites with examples also. So based on your choice, you can do it during the domain creation. So say next, next, and then say install. So it is done. Say next. So say finish. So we are done with the product installation, that is WebCenter Sites. So we are good to start with the next step. That is run RCU. So to run RCU it's available inside the middleware. I'll show you that. So I've started installing it on C drive, Oracle, middleware WCS. And if you go, this is what the folder structure it has created. Then go inside Oracle Common, go inside bin. So here you can find out a file called rcu.bat. So this is what repository creation utility. Just click and say run as administrator. and say yes. In 11G we have to download RCU separately, but 12C it is available inside middleware itself. So next here, just want to create a repository. Yes, so I have the database available on my local machine, so I'm giving my system details. I've installed Oracle 12C on my machine. So you make sure you have to provide the sys credentials here. So then say OK here. Then I just want to select WebCenter Sites, and I don't want to have the default prefix. I want to give the meaningful prefix as WCS dev01. So this is what the prefix I wanted to have for my WebCenter site schemas. So it has selected the dependent schemas as well. So just say next and then OK. And this is what the password for your WebCenter site schemas. So give it the password. So you have to remember this password. So I'm giving welcome 123 for the convenience. So next, and this is what the table spaces it is going to create. If you want, you can update the table spaces as well by clicking on manage table spaces. So I'm pretty much okay with the table spaces which has been given by WebCenter Sites by default. So I'm going to say next here. Say OK. Then OK, and then say next. Say create. So now this is going to create the schemas required for your WebCenter Sites product. So after this we have to create the domain. That is what the pending, and we'll start the service as well, of course. So it has created a repository creation detail schemas, then say close. Now I have to create the domain. So to create the domain, go inside your middleware Oracle common, and then go inside common. Then you can see a folder called bin. Inside this you can see a file called config.cmd. Since it is a Windows environment, you are executing cmd. If it is in Unix environment, you have to execute config.sh. So that's what the minimal difference. Click on run administrator, say yes. So this is what the domain location. Inside middleware, user projects, domains, and the domain name. So I wanted to give some meaningful name here, something like WCS domain. Say next. So I want to install WebCenter Sites, visitor services, insights maybe. And then site capture just with the server, satellite server. You can select even with examples also. And make sure sometimes if you select examples, there might be a chance you can see errors. Until unless you required, I recommend to install with the WebCenter sites. If at all you're practicing with the default Oracle examples, you can go with the WebCenter sites only. If you select WebCenter sites, there are minimal chance you can see errors during the installation. So since it's for the demo purpose, I'm selecting WebCenter sites only. So just click on next here. So this is the domain name, applications, say next, and this is what WebLogic admin console password. So give WebLogic one based on your choice, then click on next. And since it's for development, I'm going to select only development. If it's a production, you have to select the production here, say next, and here you have to provide your database details. Hope you remember the prefix whatever we have given, that is WCS 01. Don't try to remove this STB. You have to just you need to give only the prefix only here. So give the password, just say get RC information, configuration. If the provided details are correct, it will show successfully done. Then say next here, again next. It will check for the connections, whether the required schemas are available in the database. Then say next here. Here I want to create administration server node manager sorry, manage servers. Say next. If at all you are not aware of this administration server node manager manage servers terminology, I prefer you read the WebLogic basic concepts. It won't take much time, so you read the basic about the WebLogic concepts. Say next here. So give the ports here, so whatever ports you like it. So I'm pretty much okay with the default ports. Say next. User manager, this is the node manager username and password. So next, and these many managed servers it is going to create for us, and mostly I'm going to explain about WCS Sites managed server. So just say next here. And since I'm not doing it for cluster environment, I can say next, again next, and mission I would like to create a mission here, and maybe with some name, WCS mission, and port as you like, whatever you, and say next. I would like to add all the managed servers inside this mission, or I'm just associating with this mission, so that mission is associating with the node manager. So when our node manager is up and running, you can start all these managed servers from the admin console. So I'm going to say next, then say create. So it will just take maybe 2-3 minutes to finish this domain creation. So after this we are pending with only one step, that is starting the servers. Maybe we have to do some post installation configurations also. I will show you that. So it is done. Say next, and you can start the admin server from here itself, or you can say even finish and then start the admin server from command prompt also. So I'm just taking this URL as a reference so then when I say finish, it is going to launch the command prompt also that will start your WebLogic admin server. This is what I'm talking about. So this will start the admin server. Meanwhile, you can start even node manager also. I prefer to go with a folder structure. So node manager is available inside your middleware user projects, domains, WCS domain, and go inside the bin. You can see start node manager. Yep, this is what the start manager. Just say right click and say run as administrator. Say yes. So it's going to start the node manager. So here you have to run another file also. I'll tell you that. So inside domains, WCS domain, there is a folder called WCS Sites, and inside this bin. So this is to grant the permissions for your WebCenter Sites server, managed server. I'll tell you about that in clear. So just see whether your admin server is up and running. So it is not shown still. What you did, you started the you started admin server, it is not at running, and you started the node manager and it is in running state. And just say minimize this and wait for your admin server to be up and running. So this is starting your WebLogic admin server. Yep, now it is in running stage. So now I'm copying this location, and I'm going to command prompt and navigating to this folder structure basically. And when I say TIR, it has two files, so I have to execute this bat file. So just say grant and click on enter. It will execute and it will give the required permissions, and here you have to give your admin server username and password, WebLogic admin server username and password. So my admin server, WebLogic admin server username is WebLogic and the password is WebLogic1 in my case, and your case whatever you said during the domain creation you have to give it the same here. So yes, it has started. Now you can launch your WebLogic admin console. Since your admin console, you see it is in running state, so you can see the admin console from browser. So here just provide the details whatever you have created, whatever you have given during the domain creation. WebLogic1, say login. And go inside servers and just check whether the node manager is reachable or not before starting manage servers. Go inside missions, WCS mission 1, monitoring, it is reachable. So now you are good to start your manage server from admin console. Just go inside controls tab, click on WebCenter Site server, then click on start. and just say refresh this, and it will show you whether once it is up and running. I have some URLs which will tell about whether everything is up and running. Just say 7. I'm just giving the port number here. I have already copied the URLs here. Say here 7, and then go here. This is the 7. So I'm going to add all the URLs. I'm going to enter all these URLs in the command prompt in the browser. So once it is up and running, just wait for it. So if you see, this is the Lenovo PC is my host name, and 7007 is the port number of your managed server. And this is what to test whether the required, just to test the application only. And this is what for the configurations. And once the configuration is completed, you have to run this URL to see whether your application is properly configured or not. Just see, it is still starting. It takes around maybe 2 minutes to start this managed server. So meanwhile, I'll copy this URL and put it in the browser. It will not show anything here. Yeah. Once it is up and running, then it will show the status. I'm just waiting to see the status is running. Normally it will not take more than the 2 minutes. Let's see. It's almost running stage. And now it is in running state. Now just click the URL, say refresh. You can see, once if you see the information over there, that means your managed server is up and running. So then let's go and configure the basic. So this configuration is required before you start working on the WebCenter Sites managed server. So here this is asking for the shared location, shared directory rather. So better you create one shared directory in your middleware itself. Say inside this middleware, create a folder called shared or whatever based on your. Then I'm just navigating to middleware so that I can give this location. Yeah, this is shared folder. Then say next, and keep the default database parameters. This is a data source name. Say next, and you can give as these. If at all you are doing it for the production environment, you might require to change all this information. since it's for the development environment or standalone environment, just say next. Don't worry about these things. Say next here. And these are the details for your WebCenter Sites managed server. So make sure you are aware of these things. So this is what FW admin, and the password is Excel admin to log in as an administrator account. And for the satellite server, this is what the default is password, and the username is satellite server. Anyways, I'll cover that as well. So just say next for now. So say test over here before clicking on start, and it will tell you whether you're able to connect to the database or not. Yeah, the ping successful and database permission successful. Just say start here, and it will do some post configurations on your managed server before opening the WebCenter Sites on browser. So I'll get ready with the URL. This is the final step. I'm copying this URL here and pasting it on the browser. Let's wait. The configuration is complete till it is completed. I think it will take around 3 to 4 minutes. I think it is almost done. Yep. Once you see this success message, so that means you're done with the WebCenter Sites configuration. So just restart the manage server and see the URL on the browser. So I'm going here and restarting my manage server. Click on manage server and say shutdown for now, and then restart the manage server. So it is shut down, so I'm just restarting it. So it will take around a minute to start the manage server.